हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू प्रकाश बैच क्लास 39। सो आज हमारी 39th क्लास है। इससे पहले की सारी क्लासेस आप प्ले लिस्ट से ज़रूर ले लीजिए। इसके अलावा आपका एग्ज़ाम 2 दिन बाद शुरू हो जाएगा, तो एग्ज़ाम को अच्छे से कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ में अटैम्प्ट करना। ये मत सोचना कि आपका जो मैटर है वो छूट जाएगा, आपको प्रिपरेशन में कमी रह गई होगी, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं सोचना है। अच्छे से ये सोच करके एग्ज़ाम देना है कि आपने अपनी पूरा 100% के साथ प्रिपरेशन करी है, तो अब आपको 100% के साथ ही एग्ज़ाम को अटैम्प्ट करना है। आज हम लोग 2 मैटर्स लिखने वाले हैं, एक जनरल और एक लीगल। पहला जो जनरल मैटर है वो एडिटोरियल से लिया गया है और 2 इम्पॉर्टेंट एडिटोरियल को कंबाइन करके बनाया गया है, नेशनल स्पेस डे और G20 समिट को लेकर। सो इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं। गेट रेडी, 3, 2, 1 स्टार्ट। ड्यूरिंग हिज विजिट टू इसरो, प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी declared that August 23 will now be celebrated as National Space Day. The declaration has come after ISRO successfully landed a spacecraft on the south pole of the moon. On 23rd, history was made. One of the world's most elite space research organizations, India's ISRO, successfully soft landed on the south pole of the moon. With the marvelous success of Chandrayaan-3, India became the 4th country in the world to soft land on the moon and the first to do so on the south pole of the lunar surface. Para. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Bengaluru to laud ISRO scientists on their success. He visited the ISRO Telemetry Tracking and Command Network Mission Control Complex and met the geniuses behind the success of Chandrayaan-3. During his visit to Bengaluru, PM Modi declared that August 23 will now be celebrated as National Space Day. He also said that the spot where Vikram lander soft landed on the moon will be referred to as Shiv Shakti. He also associated the term with Nari Shakti, the strength of Indian women who had made significant contributions to the mission's success. Moreover, the spot where its predecessor Chandrayaan-2 crashed and left its footprints will be known as Tiranga. Para. After landing on the south pole of the lunar surface, the Pragyan rover was deployed to explore. The rover was released from Vikram using a ramp. This 6-wheeled rover is powered by solar energy and carries 2 spectrometers to study the composition of the moon's surface. It will move around the landing area for about 14 Earth days, which is roughly equivalent to 1 lunar day of sunlight, to carry out several experiments. Para. Vikram lander is equipped with 4 scientific instruments as well. The first instrument is a seismometer designed to detect moonquakes, while the second one studies how heat moves through the lunar surface. The third aims to understand the plasma environment around the moon, and the fourth is a retroreflector to help understand the gravitational interaction between the moon and the planet. Para. The success of Chandrayaan 3 is a huge step for not only ISRO but the global scientific community. India's first lunar mission detected the presence of water on Moon, and the Chandrayaan-3 is a step forwards in examining the composition and distribution of ice present on the lunar surface. This mission will provide valuable insights into the origin and evolution of the Moon, as well as its potential for supporting future human exploration. Additionally, Chandrayaan-3 aims to further enhance India's technological capabilities in space exploration and strengthen its position as a leading player in the global space race. Para. Whereas G20 summit as a special club made up of the world's 20 largest economies. These economies are like the superheroes of the financial world, each with its own strengths and powers. The G20 members include countries like the Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, etc., represents the collective interests of its member states. These 19 countries, along with the European Union, form the group of G20, a forum for international cooperation on financial and economic issues. When these countries join forces, their decisions can impact not only their own citizens but people all around the globe. Para. The G20 Summit 2023 will be conducted in New Delhi, India from September 9, 2023 to September 10, 2023. India's G20 logo draws inspiration from its national flag's vibrant colors and features the earth paired with the lotus, symbolizing growth amid challenges. It promotes sustainable choices at individual and national levels for a cleaner future. India's G20 presidency aims for equitable global growth and sustainable harmony, aligning with its Amrit Kal, a 25-year journey towards a prosperous, human-centric society by its 100th independence anniversary in 2047. Para. The G20 presidency guides the agenda for a year and hosts the summit. It has 2 tracks: finance, led by ministers and central bank governors, and a Sherpa. Working groups in both tracks include members, guest countries, and international organizations. The Ministry of Finance heads the finance tracks working groups. Sherpas coordinate summit agenda discussions and oversee negotiations. Engagement groups involve civil societies, businesses, youth, and more. The presidency is supported by the previous, current, and incoming स्टॉप. ये हमने एक जनरल मैटर लिखा है, एक एडिटोरियल मैटर है. इसके अंदर हमने इंडिया नेशनल स्पेस डे पे लिखा है और G20 समिट के ऊपर भी हमने एक मैटर लिखा है. अब इन दोनों मैटर को कंबाइन करके जो हमने लिखा है, अब आप इसको ट्रांसक्राइब करिए, अपनी गलतियों को चेक करिए और डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड्स को मार्क करके उसकी स्पेलिंग्स को अच्छे से याद करिए, उनकी आउटलाइंस को अच्छे से बनाइए. इसके अलावा मैं आपको डेली पल्स के नाम से टेलीग्राम पर ये कीवर्ड्स की लिस्ट शेयर करता हूँ, उसमें मैंने ये वर्ड्स सारे शेयर किए थे। अगर आपने उस टाइम उनको अच्छे से पढ़ा था, अच्छे से उनकी आउटलाइंस प्रिपेयर करी थी, तो आपसे ये मैटर काफ़ी इजीली लिखा गया होगा। अब हम लोग जो है लीगल मैटर लिखने वाले हैं, सो इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं। गेट रेडी, 3, 2, 1 स्टार्ट। Aggrieved by the impugned judgment of the Allahabad High Court, the appellant has approached this court with a simple question of law as to whether the High Court erred in modifying the arbitral award to the extent of reducing the interest from compound interest of 18% to 9% simple interest per annum. Para. The dispute between the appellant and the Union of India arose from a contract entered into pursuant to being awarded signature not verified the tender. In the course of work, certain disputes arose. Respondent referred the dispute to arbitration and the proceedings closed on 24/10/1998. The tribunal published its award on 21/1/1999 and directing the first 4 respondents to pay 18% pending and future compound interest on the award in respect of claim numbers 1 to 8. The respondent challenged the award under section 34 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. The district court dismissed the challenge on the ground that it could not sit in appeal over the award, and since the respondent had failed to file any proof of the grounds alleged. Aggrieved, the respondent preferred an appeal before the High Court in 2003. In the interim, the respondent deposited 10 lakh rupees in the District Court Kanpur on 6/6/2003 against at due at the time. Para. Partly allowing the appeal, the High Court disapproved the reasoning in the award on claim number 6. It held that the sum of rupees 3 lakhs awarded towards compensation for loss caused due to non-issue of tender document and paralyzing business could not have been granted. The High Court held that it could not be said that the proceedings in the present case were under the Arbitration Act 1940 and therefore the rate of interest granted should not be 18%. The High Court referred to this court's judgments dated 6/3/2003 passed by the District Judge Kanpur Nagar. While deciding this question of pending interest, it was held that the bar to award interest on the amounts payable under the contract would not be sufficient to deny the payment of interest pendenti lite. The High Court proceeded to reduce the rate of interest from 18% as ordered by the arbitrator to 9% per annum. The remaining amount was directed to be deposited by the appellants as expeditiously as possible, with the interest accrued not later than 12 weeks from the date of the judgment. On other grounds, it was held that there was no scope for interference in the arbitral award. Para. The ground pressed by the appellant in the present proceedings relates to the modification of the rate of interest relating to award in claim number 9, and the scope of this appeal is limited to this question. Counsel appearing on behalf of the appellant submitted that their claim was in fact for 24% pendency light interest, and the arbitrator had already reduced it to the 18% granted. Pointing to pre-amended section 31 bracket B of the 1996 Act, it was contended that the High Court erred in reducing the statutory interest rate. This provision prescribed that in the event the arbitrator did not give any specific directions as regards rate of interest on amount awarded, such amount shall carry interest of 18% per annum. The arbitrator had properly considered the matter and accordingly granted 18% past pendency light and further compound interest on 8 claims, which was affirmed by the district court. Para. Counsel also pointed out clause 70 of the general conditions of contract, which stipulates that the award of the arbitrator shall be final and binding on both parties. It was urged, therefore, that there was no justification for judicial interference so as to reduce the statutory interest rate from 18% to 9% per annum. Counsel drew attention to this court in light of section 31 upheld 18% per annum as rate of interest as justifiable. Further, reliance was placed on this court's judgment in Secretary Irrigation Department to argue that when the agreement between the parties does not prohibit grant of interest and where the party claims interest in the dispute referred to an arbitrator, then the arbitrator does have the power to award interest pendency light. Stop. So ये एक सुप्रीम कोर्ट का लीगल मैटर हमने लिखा है, काफ़ी अच्छा मैटर है। इसके अंदर सिर्फ एक वर्ड ऐसा है पेंडेंटी लाइट, ये वर्ड हमने पहले प्रिपेयर नहीं किया हुआ है। इसकी पीडीएफ मैंने आपको शेयर करी थी डेली पल्स के नाम से, उसके अंदर ये वर्ड था। अगर आपने वहाँ पर देखा हो तो आपको समझ में आ गया होगा। अब आप इसको ट्रांसक्राइब करिए, अपनी गलतियों को चेक करिए, जो वर्ड्स नहीं बने हैं उनको अलग से नोट डाउन करके उनको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करिए। 2 दिन बाद आपका एग्ज़ाम है तो मोटिवेटेड रहिए। ये मत सोचिए कि आपकी मिस्टेक्स कैसी आ रही हैं, आप ये सोचिए कि आपने अभी तक अच्छे से एक भी क्लास मिस करे बिना, एक भी दिन मिस करे बिना आपने रेगुलरली पढ़ाई करी है। तो रेगुलर पढ़ाई करी है, कंसिस्टेंट रहे हैं, तो आपने प्रिपरेशन अच्छी से करी है। अब आपको सिर्फ एग्ज़ाम में अपना 100% देना है। ये नहीं सोचना कि कुछ भी गड़बड़ होगा, ये सोचना है कि सब बढ़िया होगा। अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करा है तो अच्छे से ही जो है एग्ज़ाम देना है। सो आज की क्लास यहीं पर एंड करते हैं। आपको कोई भी डाउट हो या क्वेरी हो तो उसको कमेंट करके पूछ सकते हो, या फिर पर्सनली टेलीग्राम पर भी मैसेज कर सकते हो। इसके अलावा जो अभी हमने डिक्टेशन लिखा है, इसकी पीडीएफ आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी, वहाँ से आप इसको डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। तब तक के लिए थैंक यू एवरीवन एंड गुड बाय।